What's up everybody, this is Supreme King back again with another video. I just want to touch on a quick matchup real quick. Callisto Protocol versus the Dead Space remake. I just wanted to talk about it. I thought that it would be a really cool thing just to compare the two. You might see some comparisons already on the internet. I went looking around to see. There are a lot of people who are comparing it regarding to specs, but I just wanted to look at it as far as like the franchises. Callisto is going to be brand new, but it's coming from Dead Space, and then Dead Space has its own franchise that's established, that's a little bit older. You know, the cool thing about it is they're coming out back to back. Callisto's already out. I already know about the stuttering on the PC. I don't have that version. I'm actually still playing God of War, to be honest with you, so I'm not playing that game yet. But once I'm done with God of War, I'll probably get into it. But with both games coming out back to back, I think it's really interesting just to look at the matchup between these two, because for the fans, of course, you're just gonna have two great games back to back, but it's like, which one is gonna actually be better? That's the question that I'm asking right now. Is like, which one do you guys think is gonna be better? Which one do you think is gonna actually take the cake and actually get another sequel? Is it gonna be Callisto? Is it gonna be Dead Space? Is Dead Space gonna have the remake of part 2, or are they gonna take a different direction with it? I'm all for it, either way it goes, because the fans just win no matter what. But Callisto as a game, from what I was seeing from the outside looking in, I give it the edge just because I think the gore and the detail, the graphics is a little bit more on their side when it comes to the blood and dismemberment and the monsters and the different type of animations to the deaths and everything. It just looks better. I do know, like, as time went on, like, we saw just a little too much Callisto leading into its release. Maybe it kind of soured it a little bit for some people. I saw a few things, but for me, I just feel like, hey, that game looks a little bit better. But Dead Space is right around the corner as well, and so I look at both of these games as like, yo, these guys are kind of going head to head, and it's pretty exciting, as a fan, because you get to play both back to back. Callisto probably thought, we have to make sure our game is good enough that it could stand up to the actual Dead Space game. And then for Dead Space, it's like, well, we got to make sure this new version of our game is actually better than the actual game. So it's pretty interesting. I am very excited about both. I just want to know from you guys, like, which one do you think overall is going to be the better game in the long run? I know right now Callisto has some patches it needs to have. There was a little bit of issues on the PC side from all the stuff I was seeing. I can understand how frustrating that is. It's crazy how, games have their day one releases being a little bit jank, but whatever. It always gets fixed. It's not unplayable. Yeah, I'm expecting great things from both franchises. I hope that Callisto can branch off and actually be a longer franchise that can last a little bit longer, like 2 to 3 games. You know what I mean? A full trilogy if possible. Yeah, I just wanted to make this video. I think it's going to be actually very, very interesting to see what are the sales are going to look like for both games. What's the reception going to look like for both games overall. I think both games are definitely going to be forgot about by the time we get to next year's game of the year, and it's unfortunate, but at the same time, just for right now, going into the first quarter of 2023, which game is going to be considered the game? That's the question I want to know. Which game is going to be the horror franchise for right now, until we get to that Silent Hill or Resident Evil 4 remake, but that's all I got for you here. I just wanted to touch on it. I'm very excited about both games. I hope you are too. And yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.